Hello and welcome to the Manifesting Mindful Magic Minutes podcast. Today's topic is one that is essential for healthy relationships and personal growth, and that is mindful communication. We all know that effective communication is key to building strong relationships, but it's not always easy to put into practice. In this episode, we'll explore proven strategies that can help you communicate mindfully and resolve conflicts with ease. Before we get started, we would like to ask for your support in helping us grow our community. If you found value in our podcast, please consider sharing it with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to our show. If you would like to support us further, you can also buy us a cup of coffee through the link in the episode description. So, grab your favorite drink, get comfortable, and let's explore the art of mindful communication. Enjoy the episode.
Hello and welcome back to the Manifesting Mindful Magic Minutes podcast. In today's episode, we'll be discussing mindful communication and how it can help you have more effective dialogue and resolve conflicts in a positive way. Communication is a vital skill that we use every day, but it's not always easy to communicate effectively, especially when we're dealing with difficult conversations or conflicts. That's where mindful communication comes in. Mindful communication is the practice of being present and attentive during conversations, while also being respectful and empathetic towards the other person. It involves listening mindfully and speaking with intention, with the goal of building understanding and connection. One technique for mindful communication is active listening. Active listening means paying attention to what the other person is saying without interrupting or thinking about what you're going to say next. When we actively listen, we're able to hear and understand the other person's perspective, which can help us find common ground and resolve conflicts more effectively. Another important aspect of mindful communication is nonviolent communication. This approach to communication emphasizes the importance of recognizing and expressing our own feelings and needs, while also listening to and understanding the feelings and needs of others. Nonviolent communication involves four components: observation, feeling, need, and request. Observation involves describing the situation or behavior you have observed without any judgment or interpretation. It involves being objective and specific, rather than making assumptions or generalizations. Feeling involves identifying and expressing the emotion that arises in response to the observation. This step requires being in touch with one's own emotions and being able to accurately express them without blaming or accusing others. Need involves identifying the underlying needs or values that are driving the emotion. These needs could be anything from safety, respect, or connection to autonomy, growth, or contribution. This step requires being aware of one's own needs and recognizing that everyone has similar needs. Request involves making a clear and specific request for what you want, rather than demanding or manipulating others. This step involves expressing oneself in a way that is respectful, compassionate, and assertive, while also being open to hearing the other person's perspective. By using these four components in nonviolent communication, individuals can express themselves more clearly and effectively, while also creating a safe and respectful environment for dialogue and conflict resolution. Emotions can also play a big role in communication and conflict resolution. When we're in an emotionally charged situation, it's easy to react without thinking or to get defensive. That's why it's important to recognize and manage our emotions during communication. For example, by taking a few deep breaths, we can calm ourselves down and approach the conversation with a clearer head. When we're dealing with difficult conversations or conflicts, it's important to have strategies for resolving them in a constructive manner. One technique for dealing with difficult conversations is reframing negative thoughts and assumptions. By looking at a situation from a different perspective, we can find new solutions and prevent conflicts from escalating. Finally, it's important to communicate in a respectful and mindful way, even in challenging situations. This means being empathetic and non-judgmental, while also setting boundaries and expressing our needs in a clear and assertive way. By incorporating mindfulness practices such as deep breathing and visualization into our communication, we can stay focused and present even in challenging situations. In conclusion, mindful communication is a powerful tool for effective dialogue and conflict resolution. By being present, empathetic, and respectful, we can build stronger connections with others and resolve conflicts in a positive way. Remember that developing this skill takes time and practice, but with commitment and mindfulness, you can become a more effective and empathetic communicator. Here are some helpful affirmations related to mindful communication and conflict resolution. I am a compassionate communicator who listens actively and speaks thoughtfully. I honor the perspectives of others and seek to understand their needs and feelings. I express myself assertively, yet respectfully, and strive for win-win solutions. I am patient and calm during conflicts, and I trust in my ability to find solutions. I create a safe and respectful environment for dialogue where everyone feels heard and valued. I let go of the need to be right and focus on finding common ground and shared goals. I am open to feedback and willing to learn and grow from my communication experiences. I approach conflicts with curiosity and a willingness to explore new perspectives. I communicate with empathy and kindness, even in the face of disagreements. I trust in the power of communication to build deeper connections and foster understanding. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Manifesting Mindful Magic Minutes podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to our podcast and leave us a review. And if you have any questions or comments, we would love to hear from you. Finally, if you'd like to support us, please consider making a donation to our podcast. Your contributions help us to continue creating quality episodes and reaching more people with our message of mindfulness, personal growth, and self-improvement. You can find the donation link in the episode description. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time on the Manifesting Mindful Magic Minutes podcast. Make it a great day.